Tomorrow, a jury is expected to decide whether the father of Jared Chance, who killed and dismembered Ashley Young, is guilty of lying and helping to cover up his son's crime.
Today, the prosecution introduced a new twist to the case concerning a backpack belonging to Jared Chance. They suggested it may have contained one of the victim's missing body parts.
Barton Dieters has been in the courtroom for every moment of this trial and brings us the latest. Barton.
Brian and Sue, in this trial, the jury heard the words of the defendant, both on a recorded interrogation and from a transcript read by members of the prosecutor's office. But when the jury was out of the room, the prosecution revealed his explosive theory about Young's missing remains.
His calendar again.
Today, the prosecutor's office read from transcripts of Jim Chance's statements made in a closed-door hearing about what his son said when he admitted the murder and dismemberment on December 2nd, 2018.
He was crying. He was emotional. He said, "I can't believe I did it, but I was so afraid." And he got this felony thing over his head, and he was so afraid, and he was extremely under the influence. And then that is when he proceeded to hack this poor girl up.
James Chance, along with his sons and wife, traveled from Holland to Grand Rapids with a box containing Ashley Young's limbs in it.
He indicated to me that he put parts all over town and trash things. The trash, that is my inference. He indicated to me that he put them all over town.
Prosecutors say the retired detective sergeant should have suspected the box had evidence in it.
I figured the body was not, or the pieces were not in the box because I didn't smell anything. I didn't go digging around in it, you know. I didn't do that.
Defense attorney Laura Joyce asked Judge Paul Denenfield to throw out the case due to lack of evidence. The judge asked the prosecutor to explain his theory, in which the prosecutor says the defendant believed Ashley Young's head was in a backpack left at the Holland house after Jared Chance returned to Grand Rapids.
Well, what did the defendant do? Knowing that that's where he thinks the head is, what did he do? He took, and he says it in the interview, "I took the trash out."
It is rare that a defense motion dismiss a case before it goes to jury is granted by a judge because the prosecution is given the benefit of the doubt. But
I think some of this is a close case.
the judge did end up ruling in the prosecution's favor, sending the case to the jury tomorrow after closing statements by the attorneys. That'll start at 8 a.m. and we'll be there until there's a verdict in this case. In studio, Barton Dieters, News 8.